Do you think you have to wait until spring to sell your home? Find out that if you do so, you may be leaving some money on the table. Hello, I'm Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company, where we help our clients avoid making 5- and 6-figure mistakes when it comes to buying and selling real estate in the Philadelphia area. If this is the first time or you're new to watching my Real Estate Wisdom blog, I post a new tip every week or roughly every week related to real estate investing as well as general home ownership. Wherever you're watching this video, there's a opportunity for you to find out when the next one is published. If you're watching on YouTube, you can just simply hit the subscribe button at the bottom of the video screen. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why it could be a good idea to sell your home in the winter time. I speak to a lot of clients who think that if they don't have their property ready for sale by November or at least Thanksgiving, it's a wrap and they have to wait until March in order to sell their house. That really is not true looking at the statistics of sales, especially in the Delaware County or Philadelphia area. Now there is a slowdown, but there is not a complete halt of activity. So roughly looking at the stats, roughly 16 to 19% of the sales happen in our area during the winter time, but there's still a lot of opportunity. So that's what I want to talk about on today's video. I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of selling your home during the winter time. So let's jump into the pros of selling your home during the winter time. The first pro to selling your home during the winter time is that buyers are more serious. So if you're going to schlep around in the Northeast during the winter time in 30 degrees weather, you are serious about looking for a house. Maybe you have to relocate for your job. So when you have both serious buyers and sellers, it tends to be a smoother negotiating period and also a quicker closing. The second advantage of selling your home during the winter time is there's less competition. So there's literally less inventory of homes for you to compete with. But if somebody is still looking for a house, because as I mentioned, the demand is still going to be there for people who need to move during the winter time, they're going to have to take a look at your house. So for example, if you have the only 4-bedroom home for sale in a certain price range, if someone's really looking for that kind of home, they're going to stop and set up a showing for your home. So if you think about as far as what I mean by less inventory or less competition, December had the lowest number of new listings for the last season, roughly around 300, versus the peak of the listings and the peak competition was actually in May. So there's definitely advantages and strategies to employ about selling your home when the pool of homes is lower. The third advantage of putting your home on the market during the winter time for sellers is that your opportunity cost actually increases once January 1 comes around, because you'll have another year of taxes due, or you'll be receiving that tax bill very soon in the early part of the year. The fourth or last pro that I'll go over as far as the advantage of selling your home in the wintertime is there are actually more resources available. And that means in terms of movers, contractors, they're all outside their peak season. That means they're easier to book in order to do work to prepare or get your house ready for closing. And then, to be honest, even realtors and mortgage lenders, because there are less transactions going through, you get more attention during the winter season. Now I'll review a few cons or negatives of selling your home during the winter time. Number one, you can argue that there's more curb appeal with lush green lawn as opposed to snow and gray skies. Two, if you're selling your home during the winter time, you're bumping up against a number of holiday seasons, which kind of disrupts your schedule when you have to think about showing your house on top of everything else that you have on your personal plate. And third, if you're selling your home during the winter time, again, especially in the Northeast, when you have to deal with inclement weather, you're responsible as a homeowner to make sure that anybody who views your house can safely do so, which means that you really have to do a good job about keeping your driveway and walkways clear of ice and snow. I focused this video largely on sellers, but there are also some advantages for buyers. I'll just cover two before we wrap up this video. So number one is there are tax benefits for buying during the winter time. If you can buy a home before December 31st, you're now eligible for a new host of tax deductions that you wouldn't have if you were to wait until the spring to buy a house. The second advantage is that you can inspect a house during the harshest season on most homes in the Northeast, the winter time. The weather, as far as the elements, really puts a pounding or really tests how durable a home actually is. You'll be able to see how the heater works. You'll also be able to see where the deficiencies are and how drafty the rooms actually could be. And you can get a really good sense on what your energy costs would be. So that's an advantage, again, for the buyers. In summary, if you find that you're in a position that you need to sell and it's approaching November, just know that you do not automatically have to push your timeline out to March. Chances are there are enough buyer families that are actively looking in your area that you will be able to get a deal done. The important thing is that you select a realtor that's going to put an effective winter marketing plan together for you and your family. So thanks again for watching another Real Estate Wisdom video. I'm Veronica Woods from Daniel Woods Real Estate Company. If you enjoyed watching this video, please share the love by sharing this video with a friend. Wherever you're watching across the social media platforms, if you have suggestions for new video topics, leave them in the comments wherever you're watching. I read and reply to all comments. And let's stay connected on social media. These videos are really a way for me to connect with homeowners across the Philadelphia area. And I really want to help more of you keep more money in your pockets when you're buying and selling real estate.